Hello! Thank you so much for your interest in the We Teach Science remote tutoring and mentoring programs. So the We Teach Science Foundation works to motivate, inspire, and mentor American public school students to achieve excellence in the disciplines of math and science. And that's a really great mission, but it's also super broad. So we've really narrowed it down in the sense that we connect science, technology, engineering, and mathematics professionals, so STEM fields, with underperforming algebra students for remote tutoring and mentoring. So our mentors and our students connect over an online interactive whiteboard platform. And this is great because it really allows you to maximize the time you spend with your student. So, why algebra? Algebra is a gateway to higher learning in the sense that it helps you get into college, and it's also the language of science and engineering. Furthermore, the United States ranks 31st internationally in mathematics. Now, that's not, the absolute bottom, but at the same time, we think of the United States as a center of science and technological innovation, and there's really a huge disconnect here in the sense that that's not trickling down to our students. Furthermore, in the districts We Teach Science serves, which include the Pacifica and Berryessa school districts in the Bay Area and the DeSoto school district in Dallas, Texas, on average, only 1 in 3 students will pass their end-of-year state algebra exam. So our solution to these problems is a remote tutoring and mentoring, or RTM program, for these students who are really struggling in algebra. So how does it work? A mentor is matched with an underperforming student for, maybe you start at the beginning of the school year, or maybe you start in January, but we really try to build a relationship that lasts for a long time. It's both tutoring and mentoring in the sense that students get help in math, but they also develop a relationship with a caring adult. Algebra can be really difficult, and so our mentors are there to not only help students with quadratics, but also to build their confidence and say, I know this is hard, but I know you can do it. As I said, we use a web-based interactive whiteboard with a voice connection, which means that our mentors can be at work while our students are at school. So here we have some pictures of a pretty typical mentoring session. You see the mentor and the student are connected using their headsets, and they are both looking at this interactive whiteboard that they can interact with simultaneously, draw on, graph, all of that stuff related to algebra. Now, why should you participate? In addition to this being a great program in the sense that you build a relationship with a student who's in need, we also see a lot of improvement quantitatively. So on average, students in the RTM program improve their scores on the end-of-year California standardized test by an average of 1.8 points per hour of mentoring when they're compared with peers. So if they spent, say, 10 hours in the program, they could expect to see 18 points of growth on their end-of-year standardized test, and that's a really big deal. Okay, so some frequently asked questions. So the sessions happen once a week during the school day. They last about an hour, and then we know that you're busy professionals, and so you may not be able to make it to absolutely every session. However, we'd like you to attend on average 3 out of every 4 sessions. And then many people wonder how much preparation is required. We find for our mentors that algebra comes back pretty quickly, but you should probably briefly review the algebra concepts your student is covering before the session. You'll have access to the teacher's edition of the student textbook, along with some We Teach Science staff resources. So, in summary, get involved. It's remote, there's no need to leave your desk, and it's both tutoring and mentoring. So you're not only working with students on algebra, but you're also building a relationship that can be really valuable to them. It's a small time commitment. You're working with your student 1 hour each week, and then we hear again and again from our mentors that this is a really rewarding program to participate in. You can be a role model and really make a difference at what can be a pivotal time in these students' lives around 8th or 9th grade. So how exactly do you go about becoming a mentor? So the very first step is to fill out an application online. It's on weteachscience.org. We then have a short onboarding process, including an orientation and getting fingerprinted. And then finally, you're matched with a student and you start mentoring. If you have any questions, my name is Elizabeth. You can get in touch with me at elizabeth@weteachscience.org. Thanks.